The recent data leak of the Dialog Society didn't just expose a secret meeting with wealthy predators from both sides of the aisle, but it pulled back the curtain on the permanent, unelected governance structure that dictates the parameters of our lives. First, look at who was in the room, because this isn't a political debate, but it's a structural convergence. Sitting United States senators from both major parties, high-level military commanders like NATO's Supreme Allied Commander Europe, Silicon Valley billionaires, and the heads of private data harvesting and defense firms, over 200 members of the ruling class, completely integrated. And every single one of them bypassed public accountability by registering with private or corporate email addresses. They systematically kept their coordination off the official books, deliberately evading public records laws and FOIA requests. They operated in total secrecy because their agendas couldn't survive the light of public scrutiny. Just look at the raw data of what they discussed behind closed doors. They aren't talking about public welfare and making things better for the citizens, but they were mapping out total dominance for the elites. They held sessions explicitly titled Navigating WW3 and Battlefield Technologies. While the public is fed narratives of peace and diplomacy, the architects of the military-industrial complex are quietly treating global conflict as just logistical data to be manufactured and monetized. Even worse, they're engineering the psychological baseline of the populace. Sessions like Build a Cult and Build a Party, moderated by national security officials and digital platform founders, expose their obsession with mass mind control. They study how to manufacture ideological echo chambers like left versus right, to keep the citizens hyperpolarized, fighting each other rather than looking at the corrupt hierarchy above them. The leak even exposed their internal dossiers, where AI tools were used to grade every potential member on their usefulness to the network, overriding their public political stances to match their true utility to the system. And now, the damage control is active, as Ted Cruz, Cory Booker, tech executives, and mainstream media figures are downplaying the entire thing as just thought experiments or harmless bipartisan networking. But don't accept the pacification, because they're actively building a permanent physical campus right next to the Pentagon and Langley as we speak, to cement this shadow infrastructure. But the data is out, and the evidence is documented. The system doesn't want you to see the architecture of its control, but the blindfold has been cut. We do not forgive, we do not forget. Anonymously Enlightening out.